White House interview with David Moore continues.
So we're in the Oval Office.
This is the Oval Office. This is truly one of the great spaces. And I bring people in from General Motors and from Ford and the biggest people, and I bring in the labor leaders and the people that are in the labor movement. And they walk into this room and they just want to take it in. They could stand here for an hour just taking it in.
What moves you the most about this room?
Just the history of it, the importance of it, what's happened here. I actually put some pictures up that I thought would be great. Some of the paintings that I thought would be really appropriate. George Washington, Alexander Hamilton, Thomas Jefferson, Abraham Lincoln, Andrew Jackson, who a lot of people, they compare the campaign of Trump with the campaign of, you have to go back to 1828, but that seems to be a comparison for, certain obvious reasons. But
and we're standing on
some of these up.
We're standing on Ronald Reagan's rug.
This was Ronald Reagan's, and you have a choice. When you come in, they have 8 or 9 carpets. They have different furniture. The desk is
the Resolute desk.
Yes, that's the Resolute desk. And this is actually very nice. This is actually a couple of things that are interesting. This was given to me by one of the combatants that I fought to get here, and Adams versus Jefferson. In this book, they say this was the most vicious campaign ever fought for president until this.
Who gave this to you?
Somebody, a combatant. And this was the letter given to me by President Obama.
We saw that image of him the final morning that he was here, putting the letter on the desk.
Which was, I won't show it to you, read it to you, but just a beautiful letter.
Is there a line you can share that struck you most?
And there were numerous lines, so well written, so thoughtful, and in the drawer, put in the drawer, which is a custom, but I doubt too many of them were written in this manner. In fact, I called him and thanked him for the thought that was put into that letter.
I have to say, I have looked at a lot of those presidential letters that they have left for the next president.
Right.
That one looks a lot longer than the ones that I've seen.
It was long, it was complex, it was thoughtful, and it took time to do it, and I appreciated it. And I called him and thanked him.
Was there something he said in that letter that surprised you?
Well, I think nothing that surprised me, but it was stated beautifully, but that I'm representing a lot of people. And I'm carrying on a very important tradition. And just do a great job. He wants me to do a great job. He said something that was very interesting to me. He said, if I thought your health care plan was going to be better than his plan, Obamacare, I would support it, and I believe he would. I believe he would.
What was that car ride like to the Capitol when you got into the car with the president who was about to leave and you were about to?
The amazing thing to me, and he may say differently, is that I think, have sort of a great relationship. And yet it was a vicious campaign, and vicious things were said by him and by me about each other. And he said that, I would never represent the Republican Party, then I won. That I will never win. And I said vicious things about him. It was a very, you talk about Jefferson and Adams. This was rough. And Hillary had a great asset on her side. Him and Michelle, who's a phenomenal person. But Hillary had these two people that were really campaigning bigly. In fact, I was going out and really complaining about it. I was saying, not really fair. But to have that kind of vitriol, to have that kind of stuff going on, and then we're riding in a car together up Pennsylvania Avenue. I'm saying to myself, I actually said to him, this is a little weird, isn't it, huh? But we didn't discuss the negative, we only discussed the future and the positive. And we really get along well. Now again, he may say differently, but I don't think he would. We really got along well.
Mr. President, you bring up Hillary Clinton. You had her stand up at Statuary Hall.
Yeah.
And said some very kind things about her.
She fought hard. She fought hard.
Do you think America is done hearing about investigations into Hillary Clinton?
I just don't know. I hope so. From my standpoint, we want to move on to the future. So I hope so. I don't know what the status of that is. I know it's a lot of very serious stuff, but I certainly hope so.
We have seen the amount of action at this desk already this week.
Right.
The Dow hit 20,000 today.
Right. I'm very proud of that. Very proud of that. The business community and the labor community. You saw that with the labor leaders that came out. One of them said it was the single greatest meeting I've ever had with anybody. It's the highlight of my life. And the Dow, on top of it, just hit 20,000. First time in history. I'm very proud of that. Now, we have to go up, up, up. We don't want it to stay there.
That's the challenge, Mr.
So
President.
that's going to be the challenge. But it's gone up a lot since I won. Don't forget, when I won, people thought, oh, maybe it will go down. But the business world doesn't think that. The business world knows me. They don't think that. And it was a steady climb. And now we just hit a record and a number that's never been hit before. So I was very honored by it.
The president then takes us through the West Wing to show us the photos they already have on the walls.
These are some of the pictures that were taken. This is the swearing in and the first dance with Melania. Here's a picture of the event. Here's a picture of the crowd. Now, the audience was the biggest ever, but this crowd was massive. Look how far back it goes.